We are also refugees. We understand what they go through.
They've suffered through so much, these refugees. When they finally come here, they want to just start their lives and resettle.
We recently experienced all those difficulties and challenges.
We might have faced the same problem they do, and we can guide them better.
In December 2021, the Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service, LIRS, a faith-based nonprofit serving immigrants, asylum seekers, and refugees in the U.S., opened an office in Northern Virginia dedicated solely to helping newly arrived Afghans. Most of the people working here are former Afghan refugees themselves, and many have only been in the U.S. for about a year.
I arrived here on 14 August 2021.
LIRS has already resettled more than 10,000 Afghan refugees since last summer's evacuation. They anticipate resettling even more as refugees are processed and admitted to the U.S.
They left their families, their homes, their careers, everything behind, looking for a safe place so that they can build a bright future for their children.
Mujgan Azizi is one of the staffers at this office. She's a senior program officer at LIRS and helps the newly arrived Afghans overcome cultural barriers in the U.S.
We solved the problem of the language barrier. We also help with understanding the cross-cultural differences.
In Afghanistan, Azizi worked with the State Department and the American Embassy for 5 years.
The work is very much close to my heart, so it feels great to help others.
Dr. Saeed Ahmad Gohari helps newly arrived Afghans get access to medical services as a health liaison.
20 or 30% of the refugees, they need somehow medical services. Also, there was a big portion with psychiatry issue, some mental health issues. War environment has negative impact on health status of the people.
In Afghanistan, Dr. Gohari worked in public health roles for more than 20 years. He also served in the country's Ministry of Public Health. He, his wife, and their 5 children departed Afghanistan on August 14, 2021.
It was a surprise news for my children. Till airport, I didn't say them where we are going. Just in the airplane, I told them we are going to US.
Zarmina Hamidi started off as a volunteer before becoming a caseworker. She's been in the U.S. since 1988 and wanted to give Afghan refugees the same support she received when she came to the States.
I'm grateful for the opportunity because I'm able to help people that are how I was 30 years ago. One of my clients, she's a widow with 2 children. When she initially arrived, she was so scared. I called her, I was like, I need you here. You need to come by yourself and I'm gonna send you an Uber. She said, I'm not coming here because I'm so scared. I don't want to ride the Uber by myself. And now she just goes and comes back all by herself. She opened a bank account. She's applying for jobs now. I'm so proud of her and I'm so happy that I was able to participate in her success.
Nasir Ahmad is a housing coordinator and helps newly arrived refugees get a stable place to live in Northern Virginia. In Afghanistan, he worked as a combat interpreter and cultural advisor for the U.S. for 12 years before coming to the States in 2014.
In the community that I live, I resettle some of my clients in that community. They're my neighbors. Now their kids are playing with my kids in the playground. They're going to go to school with my kids. So that's a good feeling.
Maiwan Basiri, another case manager, says he can see how his work directly impacts other people.
We see magic happening here every day. By that I mean that we bring a smile to the faces of the ones that they left their families and their country behind. Even small achievements, if they get employed, if they receive their social security, and if their kids are enrolled into school, all these little joys are combined into the bigger happiness.
In March 2022, the Biden administration said Afghan refugees could stay in the U.S. for 18 months. However, this may not be enough time for many of these refugees to gain their special immigrant visa, which would give them permanent status and a path to citizenship. Without action from Congress, the fate of many of these refugees is in limbo.
So we hope that the Afghan Adjustment Act passes soon so that they can get permanent residence here in the US and have a certain future.
The LIRS staffers see similarities between their stories and the stories of other refugees around the world.
When it comes to refugees, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, the color of your eyes. What matters is that they're humans and they've had to flee because of a crisis in their country. Whether it's Ukraine or Afghanistan or Syria, Palestine or any other nation out there, we should welcome all of them.
Please invest on refugees today. If you invest today, you will get multiple returns in near future.